Hey, it's Liana, and today is day 11 of the P90X Insanity Challenge. Yesterday was a rough day for me. Um, I will say that out of all of the days, yesterday was interesting. So, yesterday, my significant other and I got into a small disagreement about ranch dressing. And I know that's so silly. So, his point of view is that, he's been doing so well up to this point, and there's a meal that's in the meal plan that is just like basically mixed greens, and there is no type of dressing or anything for it. And so he wanted to know if he could put some ranch dressing on it. And I said, well, is that what is in the book? Does it call for ranch dressing? Or is there anything else within our meal that you can maybe, put on top of there, or something that has no calories? And he he was like, I don't understand why I can't have ranch dressing. I have been doing so well. And I understand his point of view. And the reason why we were in a disagreement is because we both weren't really communicating together. We were communicating at each other. So I understand where he was coming from. And my point of view on it was more than just, what did the book say? It was about doing these small things every day that could build up and build up and build up and build up and get us to a place back where we were a week and a half ago. So, my idea is it starts with ranch, a little bit of ranch today, and then maybe tomorrow it's a little bit more ranch, and then maybe it branches off into something else and it starts to grow and grow and grow. And the reason why that, is even in my head is because him and I have had bad nutrition together, and it has cost us money in snacks and in getting wider and wider pant sizes. So for me, I just wanted to make sure that I was getting across the point that I really want to stay focused on trying to stay as close to the meal plan as possible, because for other people, it may work to add these things, but for us, we're so vulnerable to, just jumping way off the deep end, because this isn't the first time that we have, tried to do a program together, and we've only lasted normally about 2 to 3 days. So for us to be at day 11 is a big deal for me and for us both. And I just want to make sure that we're not getting off course. But of course, I understand his point of view. He has been doing really well. And so, he should be able to have a little ranch. And it really just took me, obviously, throwing a fit, and then thinking for a while about how ridiculous that fit was, and coming together and having a conversation just about both of our point of views. And so, I just want to tell you that it may not be that easy, that the yes and no or the black and white may not be there. It may be gray, and that, it's tough. And you really just have to decide if, you're wanting to add, things on the side or switch things out. You have to decide if you are a type of person that is susceptible to going way far to the left and ending up where you started, or if you're somebody that is able to handle that. Now, for Ben, he's able to handle that, I believe, because he's a little bit stronger than I am, and he's never really had to deal with being, out of shape. So this is the first time he's had to deal with it. And to be honest with you, he's really not. He thinks he's fat, but he's not. So, so for him, it's not a big deal. But for me, it's just, I just wanted to make sure that I was making it clear to him that I just didn't want that tablespoon of ranch, which sounds so silly, when you think about it. But I didn't want that tablespoon of ranch to turn into, something bigger and bigger weeks down the line. And I think that we both kind of understand where each other is coming from. So, you may run into a situation like this with, your best friend. Maybe you're doing your program with your best friend or your mom or, another family member. And it's just really important to make sure that you communicate and that you know where you stand and what you can and can't do. So that's my little piece on that today. But all right, let's get to the question for today. It is compare yourself today from how you felt in day one. And I will tell you that from day one, I feel completely different. I have a lot more smiles to give to people on a daily basis. I do deal in, I kind of talked about a little bit about like my mental health. So like my depression. At one point it was so bad that somebody had actually diagnosed me with, actually two people had diagnosed me with hypobipolar disorder. And I guess I got re-diagnosed when I had to go back to the hospital. And I guess they said I was misdiagnosed, but that my waves of depression and then coming back to normal were just had to do with something that was happening in the past. And so more it's just kind of me dealing with an overall depression and anxiety and worriedness. So I will tell you that has started to get a little bit better. And a situation like yesterday could have escalated to something that would have lasted, weeks in my past. Even, before a week and a half ago. So I have been working really hard through meditation and some yoga and starting this program to get that better. And I will tell you that I do think that I am starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah. So hold on, I gotta see. Sorry, I have allergies and Ben is mowing the grass. Okay. Also, when I started in day one, my fingers were like super, super huge. They were like sausages. And though they are not back where they need to be, I do feel like they are more movie, like they feel thinner. My fingers are losing weight. Yay. But as a result of my fingers getting so big, I had to take off about 3 of my rings. So I'm hoping that I'm able to, here in the next couple of weeks, be able to put my rings back on. That would be a nice little goal because I like those rings. How else do I feel different? Oh yeah, my recovery after my workouts is definitely a lot shorter. So I don't have to, feel sore all the time. I burn my muscles when I'm doing the push-ups and doing all the weightlifting. I can't believe I just did that. Anyway, but they don't hurt as bad the next day. So I think that is a great change. And then also, physically, my body looks like it's getting, smaller. And yeah, I would say those are some pretty good changes. So yeah, that's how I've changed from day one. I definitely like to hear about some of the things that you've been measuring to show that you are changing and that your body's changing. So let me know. That's all I have for today. So I will talk to you later. Bye.